Welcome to Fred Achando Analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you are watching for the first time. Click the notification bell and like our videos. The Kenya Kwanza team continues to dangle carrots in front of Raila Odinga and Martha Karua to take up an office. It seems to them they feel that Raila Odinga and Martha are just making noise so that they can be given an office. The Attorney General Muturi came up with another proposal that they can tinkle with Article 108 so that after elections, whoever becomes second takes up the role of minority leader in parliament, and his or her running mate becomes the minority leader in the Senate. This is what Attorney General was saying, that it is possible and we do not need a referendum. We can tinker a bit with Article 108 to have the person who comes second in the presidential polls be the minority leader and minority leader in the National Assembly, and the running mate the leader of the minority leader in the Senate. I read these proposals and I thought that William Ruto is taking the Azimio for a ride, because in their proposal number 1, they are saying that it doesn't need to go through a referendum. All they need is to do it through the parliamentary way, the parliamentary amendment way. And I want to tell you why these proposals cannot work, and if Raila and Martha take these proposals and accept them, then they shall have shot themselves on the foot. Number 1, this is belittling Raila and Martha Karua. I want you to imagine that Raila Odinga becomes the minority leader. Do you know who the majority leader in parliament in the National Assembly is? Kimani Ichung'wah. So I want you to imagine that Raila Odinga is now playing second fiddle after Kimani Ichung'wah. And because the Kenya Kwanza team controls parliament with their numbers, it means that Raila Odinga can go there maybe to give his speech or to ask questions, and he will be shut down because the Kenya Kwanza team have got more members of parliament. Martha Karua becoming a minority leader in the Senate will mean that she is playing second fiddle to Aaron Cheriot, and you know how mouthy Aaron Cheriot is. It is belittling because it means that in the National Assembly, Kimani Ichung'wah will be playing bigger roles than Raila Odinga. In the National Assembly, Martha Karua will also be playing second fiddle. So to me, these proposals are just to belittle Raila and Martha Karua. And then I also don't understand where this leaves Kalonzo Musyoka, who is also a very senior leader in the Azimio. The second thing is that these proposals are seeking to dilute and water down the focus that Raila and Martha has. You see, Raila Odinga has said that their latest moves are orchestrated to ensure that we have the reforms in the IEBC that have become a thorn in the flesh of every election after every 5 years. So when you come up and propose that you want Raila to become a minority leader and Martha to become a minority leader, it is like you portray them as people who just want to take up office positions and not the reform agenda that they have always said that they want to champion. Odinga has always said that he is not interested in any position, neither does he want a handshake. But these proposals want to portray them as people who just want political offices and they're not interested in the reform agenda as they purport. So to me, Raila and Martha must not take these positions. Number 3, it is very clear that the proposals are a joke. When they first proposed the idea of creating the office of official opposition leader, Raila and his allies rejected them on the grounds that if there is any office that should be created, then this office should come from the people. It must go through the referendum way. Because if it comes from the Kenya Kwanza team, from the parliament, they will say that we gave them an office, they will take the bragging right and they will claim that Raila was just making noise. Now they have given him an office and he is now quiet. It is the same thing they are coming up with here. They want Raila to become a minority leader in the National Assembly, Martha Karua minority leader in the Senate, so that they can say, we gave you. So even if they had to take these positions, it has to go through a referendum so that Raila and Martha will say this has come from the people and not parliament. It is also geared towards ensuring that Raila drops his agenda. Currently, Raila has started his political moves. He was in Kamkuji rally and you saw it. It was well attended and he was very much emotional. He claims that the whistleblower came up with those numbers that Raila won with 8 million, and he says he does not recognize the William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua administration. So these proposals are coming at a time when Raila has heightened the political temperatures. In the next 2 days, he will be in Jacaranda. So the government is really shaken and they're in panic. So what they want is to change the narrative so people can start talking about this office, and they want maybe to entice Raila to drop this economic and electoral reforms agenda that is talking about, to take up an office. They are really working day and night to dangle some office in some character in the form of office so that Raila and Martha Karua can take up this office. But I can assure you that if Raila takes this office, this will be the end of his political career. I'm saying this because last time he went into a handshake with Uhuru Kenyatta, and this really killed his political ambitions, because Raila's politics has been coiled around fighting for the common man. But you see, when you are in government or you are working closely with the government, it really reduces your ability to criticize the same government. This is why Raila could not even attend the presidential debate, because he knew very well William Ruto was going to hit very hard on Uhuru Kenyatta to force Raila to defend. And so when you defend a sitting president, people see you as someone who is working together and does not want the prosperity of the people. You see, every government has got a baggage. Even William Ruto today has got several promises that he gave to Kenyans. So in the event that you start protecting William Ruto, then that is how you lose touch with the people, because the opposition will now be chiding you and spreading a lot of propaganda. So Raila Odinga must not accept any idea of working very closely with these people, because they have an orchestrated motive that will not help Raila, will not help the Azimio fraternity. So if you ask me, ladies and gentlemen, these proposals cannot work. I don't know what you think, but that is my take.